I am here today to talk about workplace privacy rights and whether or not employers should be allowed to monitor their employees on the internet. With this, I say employers have a right to monitor their employees within boundaries. With the recent growth of technology in the past couple of years, businesses have tightened their surveillance. I think that businesses and employers should be able to monitor their employees' social medias, technologies within reason and boundaries, especially if the business or place of employment provides the computers or monitors for the employees. Recently, there has been a lot of lawsuits filed against Apple and their ex-employees for unjust and unethical surveillance. In December of 2024, Amar Badka filed a lawsuit for Apple for monitoring employees both physically and electronically by video surveillance in their homes. Apple used extreme and unnecessary measures to monitor their employees while they were both clocked into work and off of work. In this case, these employees' personal rights were infringed upon, therefore something should have to be done and the lawsuit should be filed. While Apple took the complete opposite route for this, a lot of workplaces are using monitoring systems or platforms on their computers called Little Brother, an example of one. Little Brother is used to monitor whether or not the apps and Google searches of the employees are productive, unproductive, or semi-productive or neutral. This lets employers know where their employees are spending their most time on the internet and what they're looking at and if it is productive to work or not. I believe this type of workplace monitoring is just and ethical, especially if the work provides the computers for the employees. As well as that, with all of these recent upgrades in technology, it is important to note that nothing that you post on the internet is truly private. We do have digital footprints, and there's a lot of trackings that can be done to figure out where you have been or where you last visited. Fun fact, our smartphones know what we're going to do before our spouses and before the people that know us best. Back to workplace privacy rights, I think it is important for workplaces to monitor their employees, but remain mindful and not cross any personal boundaries. Employees still deserve to have a life outside of work, and they deserve to be able to post freely on their social medias. While I think employers and businesses have the right to monitor their employees on the internet, by putting in the money and the training to make sure that their employees are being trained and doing their jobs correctly, I think they have a right to continue to monitor that. As far as when employees leave work, that is when the monitoring should end, unless they have a work computer at their homes. Personally, if I was a business owner, I would want to know where my employees are spending most of their time and energy while on the internet and while using the company computers to do so. I think it's important for employees to also have their privacy and also be able to feel safe on the internet while at work and be able to browse what they'd like. But I'm sure businesses won't mind a couple little Google searches versus somebody who is spending all of their time on the internet while at work and clocked in and not getting anything productive done for the business as a whole. Overall, employers have the right to monitor their employees within certain boundaries. Workplace monitoring while clocked in at the job on a company-owned computer or monitor is not unethical nor unjust. Example that we saw in the lawsuit with Apple is unethical and unjust. Physical surveillance and electronic surveillance are extreme measures of infringement on workplace privacy.